Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. My name's Josh. Thanks for joining me. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing better than okay. Because you are some kind of something, don't forget. So today we're talking about Avery Woods. She's got her first podcast back after her big explosion cancellation thing. Let's see how she addresses it all. She's just disgusting. The more I learn about this woman, the more I'm like, ugh. The whole industry is ugh. Let's talk about it. So the Anal Besties snark page, I think, has gained thousands of followers. They call themselves besties. It's kind of cute. Thousands of followers since this whole drama dropped with her talking about being intact down there because she only had C-sections, and talking about how Jesus wants to anally grape people without lube because they deserve it because they don't like her. Like, unbelievable amounts of disgustingness. Like, the pick-me behavior from her podcast. Like, hey, would you have sex with me? That guy would have sex with a couch. Okay, he doesn't give a shit. He'll stick his wang in anything. That's not a flex, guys. That's not a flex. Avery Woods is the most disgusting beast on the planet right now, and it just is disgusting. And what it is a conversation of the overarching idea of what influencer culture really is, especially when it comes to people who are thirst traps and they use sex to sell everything. Like, that's, like, no matter what you think, I mean, it might be fun to talk about it here or there a little bit and with your girlfriends or with your guys and all that kind of stuff. But that stuff, like, when you put it on the public and you've got a family, like, you really got to think. I mean, she doesn't care. She did porn. So what does it matter to her, right? This woman is completely fake. I've also learned that this woman is completely fake through and through. Nose jobs, chin jobs, multiple breast implants, I think, multiple like body changes. Like, she's not even the person she used to be. And apparently she's not in her 40s. She's 29. Excuse me? You got all that plastic surgery and you look 20 years older than you are? Are you okay, bestie? Are you okay? And I find it hilarious that I guess she had one of her snark subs removed before, and so they changed it to Anal Bestie because this woman, everybody knows that she likes the A. And you know who else will know that? Your kids! And I found out since then too that her ex, or her husband currently, has 2 teenage daughters from another marriage whom she absolutely exploits as well. And I don't know if this mom is watching out there of those 2 girls, but you have more power than you know. If you don't want your kids to be a part of that content, they don't have to be a part of that content. I don't care what the husband says. I don't care what your ex-husband says, what Avery Woods' current husband says about it. He doesn't get a say. If you don't want your kids on the internet, you just tell that, and that's what has to be adhered to. Like, he can't be like, well, I want to exploit my kids. Doesn't matter, dickhole. You can just tell a judge, hey, look, I like the agreement we have in place for visitations, whatever the case may be, but I don't want my kids on the internet because it's dangerous. Almost every judge on earth will side with you because they know that, especially if you present the information like, look what she's saying on the internet. This is going to negatively affect them because she's talking about anal and having sex with other men on her podcast and talking about Jesus and this kind of stuff and disgusting topics. I don't want my daughters to be part of that. Like, they can go to visit their dad, but I don't want them in her content. You have that power. Just so you know, and if she refuses to take those kids off, what you have, it's called privacy complaints, which is what we're working with for a couple other creators, okay? You can, if you have parental rights, you can lobby social media platforms to remove your children from there because you have parental rights, and they should honor it. So there's a lot of things you can do if you don't want your daughters to be a part of this content, which you shouldn't. Like, why would you want your daughters to be part of this content? Ew, ewy, groosy, groosies. Okay, so here's a couple things that are happening on the snark page itself. She took this picture, says, "We love you always." Who's we? Like, you went to Starbucks and they see that you're going through a cancellation because you told another guy you're so happy that he'd have sex with you. Like, is that what that's what these Starbucks baristas are celebrating? And I mean, likely she wrote that herself and just took a picture of it. She's a piece of shit. And apparently someone's talking about how the way that she makes it sound like she's their real mom is quite scary. So she says, "Happiest birthday to our oldest baby," something with a white heart. "I cannot believe you're 15. You're kind, empathetic, hilarious, blah, blah, blah." Apparently they see this girl like 5 times a year max. That's going on with the Kay and Tay Dudley snark thing too, just so you guys are aware. Tay is out there running like, I don't know, he thinks something's going on. He's getting mad at people stealing their content on Facebook, and he's like, you guys are lying. We have 50-50 custody. You see your, not even you, Tay, you're not the daughter. You're not the dad of the daughter. Kay sees her daughter 4 days a month, unless it runs on a month that there's 3 weekends. Every other weekend. That's 4 days a month and lives in another state. So spare me these people out here trying to use their step parenting, bonus parenting, as a ways of being like, as mitigating the cancellation that you're under. That's disgusting. And those kids probably hate you and should hate you. You're disgusting, Avery. You're a disgusting piece of shit. I'm going to say that a lot in this video. I need you to understand it. That you're a trashy piece of garbage. I've also learned since then too that she very much favors her son over her daughter and calls herself a boy mom. And that's like, guys, I don't know. Can we stop that in social media culture? Can we stop being like the girl, the boy mom, over sexualized, really disgusting like innuendo stuff? Can we stop that? Can you stop doing that? For your son's sake, please stop doing that. Okay, because that's really gross and you're really weird. Anyway, another post about you're not the mom. Like it was yesterday, it was the day I took her to get her ears pierced and she picked Elsie earrings. Like you're not, again, what she's using is the kids and trying to put out like content that's less about like sex and all the debauchery and be like, look, I'm a mom. Look at me, I'm a mom. You look like you're 75, Matlock. Stop it. Stop with the surgeries. What else on here? And she's been wearing this empathy sweater. Like, you couldn't write this. It's so silly. She gets canceled for saying some of the most disgusting, vile things on the internet. It's like, empathy. For who? You want us to have empathy for you? Why? Because you're a piece of shit and you just let it leak that you are? I'm surprised that her podcast hosting place has kept her. I mean, maybe they love it. Maybe they love this type of stuff. I mean, they have Call Her Daddy, so... Okay. Garbage. It's just shit garbage. It's gross. All of it's gross. Can we go back to being normal people? This one's funny. Her face said, it's the moon. You paid a lot of money for this, and they all failed you. Let's see how long this comment stays up. I'm sure your oldest baby and her friends love hearing about how your dad sticks it up mom's ass. Can't imagine how they feel. See, this thing about these people who do this, is they're so damn selfish. And they exist even outside of social media, obviously. Selfish parents exist outside of social media. I grew up selfish mom. But do you not realize that this is going to affect your children? Like, they do realize it, right? They know it, but they don't care. That makes it worse, right? If you're like, oh man, I didn't even think of that it would do this. No, they know. They live their life creating rage bait, and they get paid to do it. They know what they're doing. Spare me. Oh my gosh, what the hell? What is going on here? She looks like 2 hot dogs wrapped around her face. And then again, someone called out her lies. Bestie's been a liar since day one. When someone tries to hurt your feelings, but you've been a bedside nurse for 6 years. Thought you were a PICU nurse. I mean, I guess you could be a bedside nurse as a PICU nurse, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, she's been covered as her husband's legs. My daughter has these shoes. So you're aware, buddy. I thought that was Avery's legs, first of all. So never skip leg day, bro. Ever. Like, don't skip leg day. You skipped leg day since birth. Okay, so at the end of my last video, she was down to 2393, like 800 something. Let's see where she's at now. Is she still going down? 2338 111. I mean, maybe the hemorrhaging might have stopped. So 2338 111. 233. Oh yeah, she went down a lot. Shit. Holy cow. And so that's what she was up on. I mean, she's lost a ton of followers. She lost a ton of Instagram followers and everything else as well. She's just hot garbage. She's such hot garbage. So anyway, she tried to exploit her family instead and do all that kind of stuff and try to mitigate this disaster. She has bad people around her. I mean, she's a bad person, so it doesn't, And that guy was on the podcast. He basically gets away with it because guys just get more leeway, and it sucks because he's a total piece of shit too, like 100% piece of shit. He's gonna die a lonely old man, and he deserves it. Like, he's just disgusting. Stop. Like, women who want to sleep with guys like that, are you okay? I thought we hated guys like that. Like, are you okay? Jeez. Anyway, so this is Avery Wood's new podcast. I think she has what I think is this guy that she has on it, I think is like her producer guy, best friend, whatever, who helps her with her podcast and stuff. So we're gonna roast the shit out of Avery, because that's what we do. We roast the shit out of assholes on here. I can't believe she's 29. I can't believe I swear to God, guys, I'm not just saying that to like make her mad. I mean, sort of, but like I honestly thought she was in her 40s, because you know there's nothing wrong with being in your 40s, but I just like, I was saying it as like not to say like you're old. I was saying like, why are you acting like this if you're this old? That's what I was saying.
Why do you look so hot and I look so atrocious?
No.
Does he? Does he? Am I out of touch?
We're both wearing quarter zips.
He sounds like that guy from Family Guy there. I'll get you a popsicle.
I have a question for you, actually.
Empathy. You're a bitch. Let's just, are we saying the things we're saying? We're saying the things. You're a bitch, Avery.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced any sort of matter daddy?
I hate you.
I love you.
So likely this guy is in her orbit because he just like laughs at her shitty jokes, and she needs that in her life because her jokes aren't funny. Did you just get me to try to say what's a matter, daddy? Shut up! Grow up!
Whoa, you want me to say, what's the matter, baby?
No.
What's matter?
How are these people famous?
What's matter, daddy?
Nothing. What's the matter with you?
Something tells me this guy hates her too. But she needs, this is like a yes man that you carry around with you everywhere you go. It's like the king had the people that are like, or the politicians have people around them that like in their echo zone or whatever you call it. They're like, you laugh at my jokes, and then maybe other people will laugh and think it's funny too if this guy overly laughs at my jokes. Dude, it ain't funny. Nothing you just said was funny.
Welcome back to Cheers. I just want to come on here before we get started and just say to those that were offended or hurt by what I said, I am so sorry.
Look like you have a plunger stuck to your face for way too long.
And it just didn't feel right continuing on like nothing happened on this podcast without saying that.
Absolutely. I feel like something else from an outside perspective of someone, or not outside, inside perspective, from someone who's very involved, is the severity that you've taken on the situation.
Oh, yeah, she taking severity of it? Is she taking severity? Oh, yeah, it sounds like it. Empathy. You know, she wore an empathy sweater. So, like, you know, the severity at which she is taking this seriously should not be overlooked. Okay? Empathy. And empathy. Do you not have empathy for her? F*** off!
We wanted to come back and have some fun. So Scott had a great idea to do a game called Truth or Shot. But one thing about us is Scott's on Ozempic and I'm depressed, so I haven't eaten. Also, since I took my alcohol break, Hard Liquor and I, we're not friends.
Nobody's friends with you, Avery. Including Hard Liquor. Okay, nobody in your world, not even your husband, likes you. This guy doesn't like you. Your kids hate you. Nobody likes you. That's what internally, these people suffer through so much loneliness. They seem like they have it all because strangers give you accolades on the internet, but those strangers don't translate to real friendships. Okay, and someone's like, I missed you, bestie, on the internet. I'm so glad you're back. I have nobody to talk about this with. Shut the F up, first of all. Second of all, you're dumb. She doesn't know you. She's never gonna know you. You're never gonna be a friend. She has no friends. Okay? Even her own circle of people don't like her. Her family likely hates her. All the money in the world will never overcome the loneliness of having nobody. I promise you that. Okay? I feel like I'm the richest man in the world when I have good friends and a family that loves me. Money is great, don't get me wrong. But man, if I didn't have those other things, the money would be meaningless. It's so crazy that nobody really sees the loneliness of these people. I'm glad they are, because they deserve it, because they're assholes. But they made their bed and they gotta lie in it. Nobody likes Avery. Nobody. I promise you. She's been a conniving bitch her whole life, probably.
I'm a lightweight.
What do you mean? In, like, the weight category? Because no, you're not. You're heavy.
Raging migraines, have nasty diarrhea. Like, it's not okay. And so we changed...
It's not okay. It's giving not okay. Okay. Oh, man. These people enrage me. Send the asteroid!
To Truth or Sip, and we're going to drink some wine.
Beautiful.
So Scott wrote a bunch of questions that I actually have not seen. And
don't forget that she threw Scott under the bus. She's like, I got producers and writers who read all my books. It's just Scott over here, whoever this effing guy is, who did it. And she threw him under the bus, by the way.
hair on my water bottle. I'm gonna throw up. It looks like a little puby. You wrote the question.
I hate this woman.
Since I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
So Scott's a cheater. He knows what all these questions are. I don't know what the questions are. So we're gonna ask each other questions, and then if we don't want to answer, we have to chuck.
Yeah, so basically we have our glasses of wine.
Yeah, she just explained it. Thanks, bro. Got it.
We'll ask each other questions, and if you don't want to answer the question, you have to take a sip.
Oh my god. Okay.
And some of them are easier and some of them are harder.
Today's wine,
Brought to you by
Domaine Curry from Napa Valley from 2022.
Period.
Period.
Period on it.
Shout out Curry.
Oh,
fan.
that-
What are you putting a period on? Right there. Grow up. No one likes people like this, just so you guys are aware. Nobody likes this.
I'm obsessed with them,
Obsessed.
and they sent me their wine.
Obsessed.
That's a
I'm really
really
excited
pretty
to try it.
wine.
Also, Scott never
What?
finished. You have to finish every drop of this.
I know, because
Or don't if you don't want to, because people are gonna peer pressuring you. I'm actually like so scared to say anything on the podcast.
Good. You should walk away and leave the internet forever. That's probably the best for everybody. That's what you should do. We all in agreement? Okay. You're good. I'm good. All in favor, say aye. I think we're unanimous.
All right. First, we smell it.
oh wait, period. I guess we should start.
Period. If you period.
Off for a while, so it has
Ooh,
breathed a bit. Okay, that's actually smells insanely good.
I'll make sure we start with a sip.
You know
because
what
it
famous
smells really
families
good.
start companies like this? It's like, is it really good?
100%.
Let's see if it's really good. Oh, that's fire.
Ooh,
That's fucking fire. This
very-
is not sponsored.
it's smooth.
I
Okay.
haven't had a glass of red wine in weeks.
I have not.
Whoa, not weeks, you say? Go, girlfriend, Power Rangers. Girl boss hashtag. F off.
When I'm in my head and like on edge, all I want to do is go on social media and see what everyone's saying.
Yeah.
And I know that's the worst thing for me, so I just
No, you've
took my
been
anxiety meds and chilled.
100%.
No. You went on your snark thread and read all the hateful things they said about you, and you deserved it. You deserved everything that the anal besties had to say about you.
And I love
So-
you. The people who, your OGs, will understand that a break is amazing for me.
Oh,
She took a break for like a week. Shut the hell up. Whenever you're in Scott, shut up. Like, your OG besties will totally know. Like, you needed a break. We're so glad to have you back, best friend. If you talk like that to an influencer who you've never met or nor will ever meet, you have mental problems. If you cannot live without a creator that you'll never meet or ever will never know, and you like say that out loud on the internet, I mean, are you okay? You need a hug or something? Like, go be normal, please.
for sure.
And they will support that.
For sure. All right. Do you go first? I'm actually scared. Oh, we read back and forth.
We read back and forth,
Okay.
so who wants to go first?
You go ahead.
Okay. We're going to start off light.
Oh, God.
And, I mean, some of these are
Period.
honestly nothing crazy.
Okay.
But
Period.
we'll see.
Yeah.
What is one weird thing you have done as a teenager that nobody knows, even David?
One time my best friend and I think in junior high, were playing Truth or Dare, and I dared her to take a massive shit in my parents' pool, and she did.
That's not something you did. That's something your friend did. They took a shit in your pool. She can't even do the game right.
This is going to be hard.
She didn't do it. It was her friend that she made do it. Again, that's the type of person she is. Encouraging others to do crazy shit that she would never do herself.
We're both such open books.
I know. I'm actually.
I'll say anything.
I might not take a sip of a single thing. Yeah. I mean, the other thing I was thinking of saying, I knew immediately I was going to say it, but then when you said that, David wouldn't know, and he knows. So there's no point. Does that mean you have to answer
What's
the
that?
question too?
Should we do that?
Yeah, because there's only 20. I feel like we should do that. Okay, what's yours? Oh, is it bad? Is it bad? I'm like sipping instead. I'm
Let's just answer these questions and get drunk.
hell yeah.
But it's really bad.
This asshole is insufferable too. I mean, it makes sense. This is an insufferable asshole podcast.
Can you say it publicly?
I mean, I can. We can decide if we want to cut it or not.
Okay.
I was.
No, it's a bad one. Oh my god.
Do I make this public?
Wait, well, tell me, what is it?
Okay, I'm just gonna say it,
Okay.
and we'll decide
Okay.
post production if we
Tell
think
me,
this
tell
is.
me, tell me everything.
There was one time in 8th grade. I was
Okay.
in history,
Eighth
and
grade's
I.
rough.
Oh my god! And I just was not a fan of history. I'm not a very
I started
smart
my
person.
flow in 8th grade.
Oh, same.
The year I started my period.
Okay.
hitting puberty.
Yeah.
Kids in class were cute. Like it was the vibe.
Yeah.
I literally went out to the bathroom and rubbed one out during history class.
You
I
masturbated.
literally masturbated
In school?
during
In the bathroom?
history class in the bathroom at high school or junior high.
That's gross, dude. That's gross. I'm sorry. That's gross.
Kind of iconic.
No, I mean,
See, of course she's like, you know what? That's totally awesome. Like, why are you so ashamed of that? Like, no, don't.
Take a shot or let me go through your recently deleted album.
I'm gonna take a sippy sip.
Really?
Yeah, nobody wants to see that. Don't do that.
Oh, yeah, you
There?
only have so many
Oh,
from
I had.
Ew. Every time I watch her podcast, I go away feeling like icky. You know, you get that feeling where it's like this kind of sick feeling. You're like, why is that stuff in my brain? And don't forget, she's offloading this to a lot of teenagers are watching this type of shit. This Unwell Podcast Network, a lot of teenagers watch this stuff. So like when you watch this and you feel dirty after watching it, I mean, that's probably a good thing that you're not a disgustoid, but like I feel like I shouldn't be listening to this stuff. Like it should not be consumed by people. And like they're the grossest people, and they're so happy about it. Are you happy that you're disgusting? Because ew, get wrecked.
And my own. Everything I have that I don't want. So I'm like, if anyone wants to go through my photos, totally fine. Because that recently deleted, or my like hidden album, it's all there.
Take a massive gulp of that bitch.
This is definitely a sipping wine.
Oh, Scott's not good with wine.
No.
Does that mean, because you can look through my recently deleted, I don't care. That's
See, I know that's good.
Like you're married.
Yeah, I don't care.
Have you ever shit your pants on as?
Of course you don't care. You have porn on the internet. You don't care. Like you've probably shown your butthole for the price of a cheeseburger. Why would she care?
An adult? If so, explain.
Yeah, for sure.
Actually?
I shit the bed in Hawaii.
Oh my God, I
when we were on
forgot.
vacation because I was so sick. Remember when I told you guys that I tried Ozempic for like 2 weeks and David threw it in the trash because it made me
Oh,
so sick?
100%.
That's why. I was shitting.
Why are you trying Ozempic? Are you out of your mind? This girl is, like, again, an influencer who has children and teenage girls who she thinks look up to her, which I hope they don't. Like, all she cares about is herself. She's the most selfish twat I've ever seen on this internet. And I've covered a lot of selfish twats. She is the top of the selfish twat, like, in the crown jewel of selfish twats.
Myself in my sleep.
That's just saying. I could just imagine waking up and being like,
do you know there's rumors right now that I'm on Ozempic and I got a tummy time?
period. I will take.
You can say, honestly, that's the best rumor I've ever heard about myself because I literally
Has she not got tummy tucks? Because I heard in her thread that she had 2.
was like, guys, I told you I tried Ozempic and I was shitting myself. It wasn't for me.
I will take Ozempic allegations any day.
No, like,
any day.
like, so
I'm like, I will take any of them.
We could tell you're not on Ozempic, though.
what is one song you're embarrassed to be obsessed with? Okay, there's this Olivia Rodrigo song that was on the High School Musical soundtrack. Yeah. It's like,
Nothing she said was funny, bro. Nothing funny. Am I just because I hate her? I don't think she's funny. Is it bitch eating cracker syndrome right now? Because there's nothing, not one thing that's even caused me to be like light chuckling. Nothing. It's garbage.
Olivia Rodrigo. Me at 30, alone.
Oh, I know you're jamming at night, like screaming these lyrics.
Yeah. See, like, listen.
When you have no embarrassing moments and you have no shame whatsoever, then this is what happens with your life. Just so you guys are aware. If you have no shame, you become Avery Woods. Like, we should have a little shame. There's time to be embarrassed for things. You should. That's normal.
Kidding me? I was literally blasting "Come Clean" for.
I poop my pants a lot.
Oh my God.
That is true.
Driving home from Chili's the other night.
Absolutely.
Which, by the way,
Oh my God.
we went to Chili's the other night. Okay, I wasn't in the best mood. I did have an alcoholic beverage. It wasn't.
You weren't in the best mood. Why? Could it be you lost hundreds of thousands of followers? Could that be it? Imagine paying people to come around and laugh around you. What a waste of money.
Energy.
Oh,
Energy.
I love acapella.
Yeah.
MANOTICK is my shit. I love them.
Honestly, maybe we should collab with them.
I'm down. We should get them on the pod.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll come on your podcast.
It's a lot of people.
I would be like, can you guys actually sing the whole time?
Wait, that actually.
I mean, like, totally. We'll come on your podcast after just saying, that Jesus is going to anally grape people without lube. Yeah, we'll do your podcast. Sounds good to us.
So angelic.
She's untouchable right now, by the way, and hopefully it stays that way.
Okay, amazing. Is it my turn?
Yep.
What is the most off-brand thing about me? About
Your nose?
me?
Yeah, like I'm.
It's your boobs. They're off-brand. They're like, she got, like, the discount ones. Look, we found one in a ditch over there, and we found this one in the garbage. Let's put them in.
Supposed to answer that about you.
Oh.
So, like, what is something that I think is off-brand about you? I'm trying to think of what's something that is off-brand about you.
I mean, pretty much my whole life, I was not meant for social media.
But yet here you are, period.
Like, I don't know why I'm here. I'm going to be honest.
Agree. I mean, that's that's the only thing we'll agree on. You have no reason being here. Empathy sweater.
With you.
Oh, what's the most off-brand thing about you?
You have nothing?
This guy wrote the damn questions. He doesn't have it in mind when he was writing the question.
You shit a ton.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I'm an IBS girl through and through.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I actually... God, this is another thing I'm like, do I say this? I know these people are...
Like, what are you going to hold back at this point? Do I say that? I don't know. Yeah, of course you're going to say it. We know you're going to say it, Avery. You don't have a filter. You're a selfish twat. Of course you're going to say it.
I clip it and make fun of you. I don't even care. I'm probably going to have to get hemorrhoid removal surgery.
That's what's off-brand about you.
Not anymore.
Who gave this guy a hickey? Are you okay?
Now that people know.
Oh my god.
It's like gravy.
Okay.
Oh, that is the funniest thing. Hemorrhoids.
Happened. So what had happened was, when I had Stevie, because it was a scheduled C-section, you get a spinal, not an epidural. So, like, you're fucking paralyzed from, like, the chest down. It's the weirdest feeling ever.
Whoa.
So when you start to get, obviously, like, anesthesia freezes your bowels, right?
It does?
Like, yeah, when you're under anesthesia, it's like taking opioids. Like, everything slows and it takes forever to feel like you have to shit. That's why after surgery, you need to be taking stool softeners.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So...
Why would you? You're a dude.
No, think you can't bear down because you have an incision that feels like your guts are going to fall out. Like, I couldn't push down. I went 9 days without shitting. My poop came out stark white.
Great.
Stark white. And that was with meds. Like, literally, I was sitting on one ass cheek. And my mom was like, are you seeing like that because you can't poop? And I was like, yeah.
Like, no.
So when I finally came out, like, obviously I had massive hemorrhoids. Yeah, she turns 4 in May. Those bitches are still...
We should know less about each other. Petition? All in favor say aye.
there. But it's because I shit uncontrollably. But here's my problem. One thing about me is, like, being skinny.
That's it. That makes sense now. Everyone's just full of shit. Holy. We brought it. It's clinical, everybody.
Isn't worth it. And, like, I'm never going to diet. I'm never going to figure out what's wrong with me. I'm never going to figure out what food allergies I have. Something's wrong with me for sure. It's either
Of
like...
course.
Oh, there's lots wrong with you. That's for sure.
Definitely am lactose intolerant and I might have, like, a gluten allergy. But I love food. And, like, if you think I'm turning down a triple dipper, you're f***ing nuts.
100%. Well,
What is a triple dipper? Bricks of cheese, I think. 2 little burger. This is actually pretty good for people who don't need a lot. This actually looks really good. I'm not going to lie.
spicy ramen at night.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Exactly. The bulldog.
Absolutely.
It is what it is. I'm a shitting Sally and I own up to it.
Who is someone you don't follow but keep tabs on?
I would open social media.
She's like, oh my God! And then, I'm going to tell you the answer. Like, she's so stupid. Stop it.
But I'm not on social media right now. See, I'll answer this. I just, like, genuinely need to see. Because here's my thing. I don't care, like, when people look at who you're following. Like, I'm unfollowing you because you're following so-and-so. Like, I don't fucking care. That's weird.
Yeah.
You care.
So, like, I don't really... If I'm keeping tabs on them, like, I want to follow them.
Yeah.
And, like, if I don't like them or, like, they did something dirty to me, I just block them and I can't see their profile.
Love that energy.
Energy Period.
Yeah, see, I just don't care to keep tabs on people. Like, I think about things that, like, if someone gets tagged, I'm like, oh, what are they up to? And I click and I'm like, oh, boring. Like, that's why I don't follow you.
Boring.
But, like, I just don't...
She's so insufferable. She's so... I'm going to go in here, but... Empathy.
I don't keep tabs unless you're following.
No, because I just don't care enough.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, like... I also think it's just, like, weird behavior. And that's what people, like, when they stalk you but don't follow you, like, you're just giving me views.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, a view is a view. But to be honest, I don't really have anyone. And, like, you know, I would say.
Oh,
And the other...
Maybe, like, celebrities. Like, if someone gets tagged, I'm like, oh, what are they up to?
yeah, I feel like mine are celebrities that, like...
Yeah.
There are also some celebrities that post, like, 3,000 stories a day that I don't want to watch your story.
Yeah. What article of clothing do I own that you absolutely hate? I have to answer that.
This empathy sweater.
I just, like... You know, it reminds me of, like... I'm, like, drunk, so I'm sitting up. It reminds me of, like, how Jeffree Star is, like, how do you think...
You know? Not funny.
If anyone's in San Diego or, like, goes there, go to Lumo. No, this is not sponsored. I paid in full. And, bitch, we're talking thousands, okay? So...
Oh, my God.
Bitch,
I like overpaid for shit. Batch. Like, batch. Period. Have you ever talked to your kids about this, the teenagers? What do you guys think? They're lying to you if they say it's good.
You guys see me on, like, I wear nice clothes, yeah, and like the majority of them had tags on them because if clothing companies send me clothes, it's like the same shirt in 5 colors. I just don't need that.
Totally.
And I'd rather give it to someone that needs it.
Absolutely.
And Scott went to go drop it off at a women's shelter, and they turned him down and said they only accept business attire. And I want to be like, look, what about on their days off? What about when they get home from work and want a pair of nice bamboo pajamas that are $150 with a fucking tag on them?
Absolutely.
Let them have my shit.
100%.
Nobody wants your shit.
Turned him down. So we found Helen's Hope.
She's amazing.
We love Helen's Hope.
We love Helen's Hope.
So anyways, we dropped those off, and it felt really nice to like purge everything because I was kind of at this stage in life where I was like,
new fresh start.
What matters anymore?
Yeah.
Fresh start. Serious? I offended 3/4 of my audience, and I'm like, okay, you know what I should do? Refresh start. Like, let's get some wine and go to Chili's.
Because social media ain't it.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, that's all you got. So what do you mean it ain't it? What are you saying right now? Social media ain't it. No. You ain't it. You ain't it.
And I needed a clean slate, and so Danny just had her baby, so we gave her...
Excuse me? So your clean slate is to just donate some shit? You think that's gonna clean your slate? Are you kidding me right now?
A bunch of clothes for her to feel herself postpartum.
Oh yeah, she's loving it.
But where I'm going with this...
If you have to tell people that you're a good person, you're not a good person, just so you're aware.
Sorry, I'm so drunk.
I'm tipsy.
I'm concerned.
You had 3 sips of alcohol.
See?
Whoa. Where I'm going with this is I was looking at my designer bags and I was like, I think I'm gonna get rid of like almost all of them.
Really?
Yeah. I don't care anymore.
Tense.
Ordering the ones on Amazon, like they're literally the same.
No, literally, I feel like Hermes makes
No, literally, period.
certain bags that are so hideous because they're like, let's just get people actually.
No cap.
They're
Squigmire.
people just buy it because it's Hermes. There are certain, actually every single brand, I feel like they do certain things to like make fun of people, honestly.
No, and like apparently they're in trouble.
No, when influencers speak, like they're speaking like teenagers right now. When they say no, they're actually it's like a filler word for like to continue a sentence. They don't mean no at any no, and then they like it's a positive affirmative no, affirmative affirmative.
Right now because like they're not technically supposed to be able to say you have to spend a minimum in order to get a bag.
That's right, yeah.
But can I just say, actually, can you answer the question before I continue on? Because I keep not allowing you to answer. So I need you to tell me what designer bag you hate of mine.
I'm not going to say I hate it.
Okay.
It's just not my cup of tea.
Just answer the question!
She's like one of my favorites.
I know, and I love her for you. I just like, when I'm looking at a bag, I think of functionality. Like,
Yeah,
I like a bag because I like when a bag stands up.
Backpack then.
I want to say a story, and I'm only saying this because I'm tipsy, but this kind of reminds me of like the Hermes game. There's a game with Hermes, and I know a friend that you know that got a bag, her dream bag. She had been a paying customer at Hermes for years. Years. I'm talking f***ing dinner plates. I'm talking bracelets.
Blanket.
Dinner plates from Hermes.
Blankets,
Scarves.
pillows, scarves, anything you can think of. And she's like, do you have so-and-so? And they're like, nope, we don't. Then what happens? The sales associate's daughter knew who she was from social media, and the day after she finds out, she gets a text that her dream bag is available because she realized she was a public figure.
That is so sad.
Gives a shit. Who on earth spends that much money on purses, and why do you do it? Like, okay, if it is investment, then I get it. I understand people collecting things that were worth a lot of money, then I get that. And maybe that's Hermes. Isn't it Hermes? It's Hermes. We're calling it Hermes. And so I've heard that if you can get your hands on a Hermes purse, they are worth more later if you take care of them. So I understand, like trading cards, like Pokemon, and like, you know, Wayne Gretzky rookie cards and shit. I get that. But like, still, people who collect purses, why? Maybe I'm just bitter. Maybe I should collect purses. I don't know. I just feel like there's so many cooler things you could get than purses. Like, just way cooler shit. You know? Bottle caps. Stamps. Things like that.
I just don't with that.
No, that is so sad.
I think if you work hard and you can afford it, you should be able to walk in and buy what you want. The game
Can
is
you
insane.
not?
Stupid.
If you think I'm going to serve my lean cuisines to my children on Hermes plates, you're fucking insane. It's never gonna happen.
So true.
But here's my thing. If you like it, that's amazing.
100%.
It's just personally not my style. And to me, it's not worth it to spend that money to get the bag. But if you want the bag,
absolutely.
Like,
So wait. What? I'm asking Grok. No, you don't have to buy a bunch of stuff from Hermes to get one, but it's a common hurdle because of how they control access. Hermes doesn't sell these bags to just anyone walking into a store with cash. They're not on display like not a typical handbag. You can't grab one off the shelf. Instead, it's more about building a relationship with the store. For the Birkin and Kelly, Hermes uses a system where you often need to be offered the chance to buy one by a sales associate. This isn't a written rule, but it's how it works in practice. This seems like it would be discriminatory, actually. They prioritize loyal customers, people who have spent money on other Hermes products like scarves, jewelry, or shoes over time. The idea is to show you're invested in the brand. So, are you guys okay out there in the rich world? Are you okay? That said, it's not a strict buy X amount, get a bag deal. Some people get lucky and score one without a huge purchase history. Maybe they catch the right associate on the right day, or a store has extra stock. Others spend thousands and still get turned down because it's all about timing, location, and the store's discretion. Posts on X, stories online back this up. Folks talk about needing to prove themselves with purchases, but it's not a guarantee. It's just a way to boost it. Who are you? So technically, no, you don't have to, but in reality, you do, basically. Who the hell? Okay. Like, are you trying to sell bags or not? People who are into this... I mean, I guess there's something... If it makes you happy, I get it. I play pickleball, like, every single day, and I get it, so, okay.
But I don't think a brand should be able to be like, you have to have a certain status to buy one.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
David took the kids to get their teeth cleaned at the dentist while we recorded, and look at this photo that he just sent up Ziggy.
I cannot with the dentist. They're so scary.
No, I'm so proud of you for going though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was great.
I'm pretty done.
I'm full of cavities, to be honest with you.
You're full of shit, too. Literally full of shit. She has IBS.
Terrified.
Is it your turn?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm scared. Okay. But now that I'm drunk, I don't care.
Have you ever told me you were
You're not drunk.
working when you actually weren't?
No.
Really?
Yeah, but also before when I was on social media.
You're on social media now. What do you mean when you were on social media? She's talking like she's not. She's talking like she's done with it all. Except she's not. She waited 4 days and she let her apology video get up to like 10 million views, which paid her big bucks. So like, she's like, you went before, like back in the day when I was on social. You're on social media now.
I work 24/7.
Yeah.
Like
that is true.
It really was like recording or like editing or doing something. I know for a fact you ignore my calls all the time, and I pay you a full-time salary. You're not paying me shit, so you have no reason to bother me. I have every reason to bother you, and you're a liar. A grinder hookup is not work.
I'm like, so I was working from 9 to 10 this morning.
He was up with 50 hickeys on his neck.
You're ripping me off. That's why he's laughing. This guy gets a large salary to do exactly what he's doing right here. That's what he gets paid to do. He gets paid to make her feel good about her shitty jokes that aren't funny. He's her wingman, but she pays him to be in her circle. She doesn't have any friends, and the only way she gets someone like this is to pay him. Now I'm starting to realize who Avery Woods is. Oh, pay me.
Yeah, you're gonna ignore that one because you know it's true.
What else?
Yeah. Oh. Is anyone looking for a job? I'm hiring all of us on it.
Hey, Mega, you're right. I'm totally gonna apply. I can laugh too like this and get paid. Your jokes. Ricky Gervais over here from Temu.
What celebrity would you hook up with? I mean, I've said it 100 times, John Krasinski. I'm in love with him, but I'm also in love with his wife. So like,
2 for 1.
well, everyone already thinks we're swingers.
That is true.
Let's go with it.
Yeah.
At this point, it just gives me more attention.
You did porn, so I mean, you're gross.
What about you?
Oh, Scott Eastwood.
You know what? I don't get with that.
Really?
Because okay, well, I'll tell you why. I'm much older than you, and they used to have a reality TV show on E! The Eastwoods.
What?
I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, you know, a whole reality show. It was like Clint Eastwood's ex-wife and their kids and stuff. And I just like.
I've only seen him in one movie that made me extremely turned on.
What was it?
The Longest Ride.
That's like his only movie he's ever been in, right?
That and Pacific Rim, but that one flopped. Success.
Yeah, you didn't even know who he was. I said, let me tell you about Benny.
I honestly just thought he was just some guy.
Can I just say, Benny and Selena.
Oh, I ship that.
I'm obsessed with them. Every event.
I am obsessed with people, now. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with celebrities.
Ever go to with Rare Beauty. I'm in love with them. And
you're not in. Stop saying the words obsessed, iconic, and love. You don't know shit about anything. None of it ever matters when you don't mean it.
The nicest fucking people.
Oh, I believe it.
That's what's so hard about this industry is you hear so much and people open their mouths. I'm like, But have you met them? Like,
Are you serious right now? Are you kidding me? You started this podcast apologizing for being an asshole. Are you kidding me right now?
I do love older men.
You do like older guys.
They're more mature. They have their shit together.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people still eat me alive that David is 6 years older than me. I'm like, are you... What? What's so
There's not even an age gap.
It's literally not. And also, according to men's brains, I'm actually older than him.
Oh, 100.
Right. Yeah, you're definitely more mature than most people, Avery. You're absolutely, you're not developmentally arrested at 16 or anything. You're definitely mature. Shut up! Are you kidding me? Have you seen your content?
Most awkward hookup experience. I've had...
Mine. Like you're asking me.
Oh, I was going to say, I had one boyfriend and then I got married to my husband, so...
Yeah, but I actually asked strangers on the internet to have sex with me in case my husband was watching.
Good one.
Okay.
That I'll share publicly. There was one time I went to this man's house.
Is this like number 296?
This was the 1300.
Okay, got it.
Went to his house. Single man. He was probably 32. Had his own house.
Okay.
Very successful.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
At 32? Okay.
went to his house, and I love shower sex. That's just who I am.
Oh my god, this guy went the out of the shower. And like, here's my thing.
Empathy. Right? Empathy.
I get it, but also,
Can he finish the sentence?
like, I don't at all.
That's why nobody likes Avery, by the way. Because if you're ever like at a party with her or something and people are telling stories, she's going to be the one that chimes in over top of your story to tell her own story, a better story, that she's better than you. And I have one like that too, but me too. Like that's who she is. She's the one everybody hates to invite. Like when they have group chats, they have extra group chats. Avery's not in those group chats. That's who Avery is. They're like, oh, should we invite Avery? I mean, she's probably a good time because she starts fights and stuff like that. And she's like, wait, she's the one that's like way outside the box who like gets everybody laughing because she's inappropriate at the wrong times all the time. And they just like, it's a laugh, I guess, for them. But in the real world, she doesn't have anybody. Okay, because she can't even let this guy who's supposed to be co-hosting this with her finish one thought. Not one thought yet.
Because water isn't lubricating and you aren't fucking a canvas that makes natural lubrication.
Here's the thing. He had a shower that, like, we weren't under a water...
oh, I know what story you're talking about. Oh my god, no.
You do not. So, there was an instance where we were in his house and we were making out and we weren't clothed. And we were walking around, he was giving me the house tour. And we went into the shower to get ready because we were gonna do like a little movie night kind of vibe, and I was like, I just got off of work, like I want to shower.
Hot.
And so we were in the shower and we're making out, and it was great. And he had like one shower head that went down and then one above, so it was really sexy. But it was big enough where like we weren't.
He was rich.
Oh no, he had money.
2 shower heads, immediately rich.
100%.
Love that.
And you don't have to be under the water in his shower. Like there's space where you can step aside to like scrub up.
Yeah.
And we were making out, and I was like, sorry, did you say iron? And I opened my eyes and I'm covered in his blood. Because he had a bloody nose, and neither of us knew, and it was all over both of our faces. It looked like someone was killed in the shower.
Making out with blood.
See, you watch the show and you feel dirty. Is that really what you want to give your audience? You want to feel like you feel like you need to shower yourself after listening to your conversation? Like you're not providing anything to this world. You're actually making it worse. Just so you're aware.
In your mouth is something I wouldn't wish upon my worst enemy. Well, maybe.
The taste of blood is so gross, like irony.
We know you'd wish upon your worst enemy, though, and you already said you had to apologize for it, so spare us.
Yeah, so,
oh my god. And it was an immediate turn off for both of us, and I felt horrible because I was not like, you're gross. I was just like, oh, but it was just, we were covered. Thank God we were in the shower. So this is why I do stuff in the shower. Easy clean up.
Well, okay.
And that's just it. That was how the night pretty much ended. He was extremely gorgeous. But
I'm literally getting shivers.
You should tell the story about what happened the other day to you. Because I feel like it's kind of...
What other day?
It's kind of like a massive flex for you.
Wait, what?
So she pays him and he's obviously consenting to this, but she's using him to tell all the embarrassing gay stories that he has so that she can get paid for it. But she pays him. So it's like, I understand this, but like, that's what he's here for. He's her humiliation person. Hey, tell me all your humiliating stories and tell them and she can own it, basically. That's what's going on here. This is a power dynamic. Don't miss it.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, I will. I thought you were talking about these.
No, not
I know what you're talking about now. Okay, first off, it was the biggest compliment I've ever gotten in my life.
Yeah, I was literally giving skinny energy.
There was this man who, I am not joking you, every ab on his body had a definition.
You know what, guys? I saw him. He was fucking chiseled.
Insanely shredded.
He looked like
a model.
He looked like a
perfect.
Calvin Klein model. Like Scott.
Every time that she interrupts him, she should take a drink, and she would be literally dead on the other side. She's never let him finish his thought. She's asking him for his thoughts. He starts talking. She's like, "Oh my God, let me interrupt."
Fuck's the hottest dude I've ever seen.
I will say, I have him with extremely gorgeous men.
Yeah.
He was perfectly shredded.
Yep.
Perfectly, like, groomed, everything.
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
style, beautiful car.
Yeah.
He comes over to my house, and
Nice car after he said that.
he had messaged me previously, and he was like, "Are you stocky?" And I was like, "Yes."
Fat?
Stocky being like a huskier looking guy, like
Yeah.
a dad, but whatever.
Like fat.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Perfect."
I think that's a perfect description for you because you're just like a teddy bear.
100%.
Well,
Yeah. We're also known as fat. We're just fat.
Like, I'll cuddle you.
yeah. But you're not like,
I wouldn't call myself morbidly obese.
no, never.
So he says, "Can I come over?" After we have communicated that I'm.
Is this how the industry works, like outside of marriage and stuff nowadays? Like, you just talk to a guy, "Hey, are you fat? Yeah. Can I come over and have sex with you?" Is this the world? Is this the world now? Thank God I'm not in this world.
Hook up.
This is my last one.
You have
Good.
to drink more wine. This is my second glass.
Say less. Have you ever taken a photo of your shit and sent it to someone?
No.
Really?
No.
Never?
Do people do that?
No.
Oh, I definitely have.
David has sent me photos of his shit, and I tell him that's not welcome here. I don't really want to see.
Why would you do that? Unless it's like something. Hey, is this supposed to be have an alien in it? Like, why are people doing this? Am I boring? Taking a picture of your shit? No, man. No.
Like when I start my period, and I'm like, oh, I start my period, like the blood in the toilet or something.
You take a picture of that? Why?
Yeah.
Like,
Real.
no.
No, it's not real.
I definitely have.
To who and why?
It was mainly on my
Yeah.
mission to my companions.
Wow.
Mission? Is this guy Mormon?
I really should have eaten something today because
I am-
holy shit.
I'm seeing things. There's people behind you.
Okay, you drank like 3 sips of wine.
This wine is fire. I don't believe
It's
for a
so
second
good.
you had like one sip of wine.
No, I've had a couple gulps. I've been gulping.
Okay. Is there a podcast guest you have a crush on? Yeah, my husband.
Shut up. She's just trying to save face here because you actually said out loud you had a crush on the other guy that was just on the podcast. This disgustoid human being you just had on there. And you asked the question, if my husband was in the picture, would you bang me? The guy would bang you if your husband was in the room. So what kind of question is that?
Mine's Manny.
Oh well, shocker.
I think it's everybody's.
Yeah.
I think everyone can agree on that.
I'm trying to see like maybe a girl crush.
I have a crush on my husband. No, you don't.
Yeah,
He
you
doesn't
do.
like you either, just so you're aware.
You have a girl crush.
I mean, Raven Simone.
Oh my God.
I mean, and Miranda, though.
Dude, her and her wife.
Can I just say, Miranda called me on FaceTime today and we talked
Aw.
forever. Like, they're the sweetest human. She's like, I'm just making sure you're good. And, like, I just want
They,
to.
Are you okay after telling people that they should be anally raped by Jesus? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, bestie? Period. Are you okay? Are you kidding me? Are you okay? Shut up. How are you? Are you serious? You're calling someone to be like, hey, you said some of the most offensive shit I've ever heard in my life. Are you okay? I mean, I would ask that to be like, are you okay? Like, are you mentally okay? When they're asking you, are you going to be okay? I'm so sad for you. Shut up.
make sure you're okay.
and it's not even, it's
The
their
nicest
looks, but it's also their aura. Like,
Yes.
they just give off like a pheromone that you're like,
They exude just bad
Love,
lesbian energy.
confidence.
And I love it more
Bad bitch lesbian energy.
than anything.
they are so, I would agree with that. I also have girl crushes
She's
on both
drinking from the straw wrong.
of them.
They're gems of
Yeah.
human beings. And
Well, you're not. You're a piece of shit, so
if I swung that way, maybe we'd be a throuple.
Absolutely.
you wouldn't be.
Wait,
You know?
I would consider that.
Are you not allowed to do stuff like that? It's called like queer baiting or something. You're not supposed to be doing that stuff.
What is your guilty pleasure that some people would find disgusting? I know yours.
What?
Because we do the exact same thing.
What is it?
We eat our scabs.
What? Wait, what?
Oh my god. No, my cuticle skin. My cat.
Skin on my hand? I'm none.
I'm a wolf biter. That's like an actual diagnosis. That's
No
why I
way.
get my nails done. Is because I'm a wolf biter. When I was working in the ICU and I couldn't have nails, I ripped my cuticles so they bled. All of them. My nails were
Oh.
disgusting.
That's so.
I also eat the skin on my heels.
Wait. What? Rewind that, Tyson. Play it back extra slow. You what?
What?
Because we do the exact same thing.
What is it?
Scabs. No, my cuticle skin. My skin on my hand. I'm none. I also eat the skin on my heels.
You're eating the skin on your heels. Like, what do you mean by that? Like you're peeling skin off of the heels of your feet. Anyway, it's called dermatophagia causes people to compulsively bite their skin. I know I do. I bite my cuticles. I have that. I get that. But eating the skin off of your heels, that's a bit weird, right? Who's remember Spy Who Shagged Me, whatever his name is, and the guy was like, he would pick off this skin and eat it. That's what she's doing.
I'm right there with her, sister. You're not alone.
So gross.
It's not. Maybe a little bit.
It's not. It's gross. You're eating your skin from your feet.
Oh, good.
It tastes so good.
It tastes good?
Protein intake?
Oh, that's the macros?
I don't think that dead skin has protein in it.
Fire. There's like 0 sugar in that.
Oh, 100%. That's a 0-calorie snack.
What is your weirdest habit?
My weirdest habit.
Mine's probably fucking eating skin off my heels. Like,
Lose more followers. Lose more, please. Yep. Oh, I think she gained 1. Damn it. Lose the follower for that, for the heel skin thing. Lose a follower. Thank you. Lost 2. She deserved that. Eat the heel skin. Do you guys do that?
hello.
I have some kind of a weird habit.
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't share.
Mine right now is my nose. Since I got my nose job, there's so many sutures in there, and I just can use my pinky finger. It's like a coke nail as like a shovel, and I fucking scrape that shit in there. Dude, it's weird. One of my Pilates instructors either.
Why is she so like, she's like, people think I got tummy tucks. You assholes. Hey, when I got my nose job, why is she so proud of one thing but not the other?
It was like, dude, I got a nose job, and like 20 years later, I pulled out a stitch.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm experiencing. Like, there are stitches you can see. I made David shove his pinky finger on my nostril the other day and feel it, because I was trying to be like, feel it. It's crazy.
I kind of want to feel it.
Do you want to right now?
Dove. No, okay.
Oh, okay. I gotta go.
I know.
I gotta
Money
go.
up.
I can so much
Just
shit.
feel really-
I can't do it anymore. I literally feel sick to my stomach. 2,700 views. This was the perfect podcast episode. Are you okay? Rickles Pickles? Goldie, freaking love that bag. Ozempic did not work for me either. I need to land in the hospital twice. I think she's deleting comments because I was reading these same comments. She's not getting any comments. Yeah, they're definitely sorting through comments. Look at this. There's no comments on this. And no views. Here's Mommy Mayhem. Here's the one that got her canceled.
Show me. I have a video.
That she didn't care. Look at this. Look at this. 22,000 downvotes for 1,000 upvotes. Holy shit, the ratio. And that's why her newest podcast is getting hammered for views and likes, because the algorithm this is shitting on the algorithm. The algorithm hates that. When this happens en masse, it has to happen en masse though. Okay, you can't just go down to downvote one, it's going to give her engagement. But if you do this is really bad for a channel. 22,000 people are like, make sure I don't watch the next one. And the algorithm sees that. That's crazy sauce. Tariffs on podcast equipment is needed now. That's what I said. Avery Woods is an asshole. And I think that got blocked after that, probably. Sorry, girl, I love you, but this podcast is not you. It is her, though. That's the thing. It actually is her. That's the most her. It was tough to listen to. Okay, she damn near had to squeeze her legs the whole time, like, so obvious. I don't know what that means. Probably something gross. How is this still up? He definitely hooked up with Nikita because his response gave guilty energy. I don't know what that means. And in Avery fashion, she will continue to post this so she didn't insult anyone because she knows you guys will get over it shortly, and she pretends like nothing happened. Now, this is a big deal for her. I think it was. I mean, she's obviously going to continue because she has nothing else, and what else is she going to do? But this is a big hit. She's not coming back from that. Like, she'll never be whole again, like her vagina. It's just never going to happen. Right? She'll never be pristine in this world anymore. Come on, Avery, just take the video down. I've never even heard of this girl, but honestly, I hope she loses all her subscribers. You will bow your knee before Jesus. You literally managed to offend all religious and non-religious people. You're either uneducated and you need education, or you're utterly ignorant. You clearly have some trauma you need to deal with. God's anger and wrath is like no other. I have no words. It's actually worse than they've been saying on TikTok. Imagine her husband and daughter watching this episode. Awful and so trashy. There's a classy way to speak on taboo subject. This was not it. You need Jesus. Your children need Jesus. This is totally disgusting. Looks for controversial timestamps because the rest is dumb AF. They edit out the controversial parts. Yes, they did. No more scripted calls, mama. This is not it. Anyway, she's getting hammered and she deserves it. There you go. So there's Avery Woods' new podcast. It's hot garbage. Don't watch it. We watched it here. Okay? Avery Woods, bring it on in here. Dickhole, you're gross. Ew. And you know it too. That's like what's worse is you know it and you keep going. Take a deep breath. Avery Wood's chest giving. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you having a little snark fest on Avery Woods over here. I think she's gonna become a staple of snark. She deserves it. She's pretty gross. Ew. But you're not ew. You're, hey, what's up? I hope you're having an amazing day. Don't forget you're amazing, incredible, and valuable, okay? And you're some kind of something. Someone has a crush on you, and I'll see you when I see you.